Hello guys and welcome back, and in this video I am very excited and very happy to talk about the Settlers 1 remake, which was brought to my attention I think by the guy who produced it himself, and he sent me this link to this website. Now most of it is in German, but this part is in English. Basically, the Surflings, it's called the Surflings, is a remake of the Settlers 1, the original one. And it has most of the elements, if not all, of the original. However, it also combines some useful options which did not exist in the original. And, well, let me just show you guys because this is awesome. First of all, in order to get this, you're going to have to come here to simpleguide.net. I will put the links in the description. There's also a Facebook page, as you can see right here. So what you have to do after you come here is you download it. You download either the 64-bit or the 32-bit. Personally, I have downloaded both. And then it tells you, important, to get the game to start, you need only one file from the original Settlers game, because graphics and sound are read from there. Please copy the file SPAE and put it in the same directory where the remake is. Now, how do you do this? This is very simple. If you have the History Collection Edition or the standalone individual game, as it says here, from these two links, if you have the link to that, if you've already downloaded it, that's fine. If you haven't, you will find it from here. This is Ubisoft's re-release of the game, in which, when I played it, I was, the Ubisoft edition, I was disappointed a little bit, because the controls were slow, the scrolling was the opposite way around. This is not the case. This version, which is called Surflings, is brilliant. I just love it. I love it. Now let me show you what I've done. I've downloaded these. I already had Java on my computer, so I was able to skip that. Read this, it will help you. It's very straightforward, very easy. And after I downloaded it, let me show you right here. It's in zipped file, of course. Let me show you step by step what you have to do. It is absolutely simple, and I will also show you the gameplay and talk about it. And I will also, in this review, I will make some suggestions to the developer, and hopefully he will follow through. So, it would help, of course, if you have either WinZip or 7-Zip or an equivalent program on your computer. Right-click, go to the option Extract here, or Extract Files, whatever. Open it, open this, and leave this open. Now then go to your computer. Notice what it says. Please copy the file spae.pa. E stands for English, or SPAD for Deutsch, German, or SPAF for French. Now, where do you find these? Very good question, and that's why I'm here, in order to show you. So, you're going to open my computer, and you are going to locate where you have installed the Ubisoft game. This is the easiest one to do, by the way. In this case, I have done this, and then program files 86. I haven't changed anything. I found it exactly where it's installed. Ubisoft Game Launcher, Games, The Settlers. As you can see, I have until The Settlers 7. LOCA, Loca. There they are. Now let's do that again from the beginning. For those who didn't catch that, maybe that was fast. My computer, or open my computer from here. you have to locate where your game is installed, the Ubisoft game. So find that location. If you haven't changed anything, it's on your basic hard drive, program files 86 if you're using Windows 7 or the equivalent if you're using other types of Windows. Then you're going to go to Ubisoft, open it, Ubisoft Game Launcher, Games, The Settlers, Loca. Now choose whether you want German, English, or French. In this case, I want the English. Copy, paste. That's it. You're ready to go. Double click this, and the game just works. I am lowering the music just for the purpose of the review because I don't want you guys to be annoyed with the sound and the music. I want you to listen to what I have to say because I have some very important messages. Okay, so now let's go back to this website, which basically tells us everything that we need to know starting from here. Here are the features which are already included. It says most of the features of the original game, see below for missing features. Support languages German, English, French, Polish. High resolutions, smooth scrolling, and correct scrolling, by the way, unlike the Ubisoft version, which is the opposite way around, and it's really annoying, and there's nothing you can do about it. Zoom, which is absolutely awesome. I will show that in game. Optional control without special click, middle click if you want. Network games, 1 versus 1, including team games. Changing the game speed, turbo, as in the edition of Ubisoft's Remake, the History Edition. Display of mission and game goals. Awesome, I will show all these in game. Representation of the different types of food in mines. Additional information about transport in window for castle or stock. Okay, let's show these one by one. First of all, let us start a game versus Lady Amelie. It's a little bit low. I guess 20 should be okay. Yeah. No need for music. Let's look at the other options. I could just, look, my mouse is here, I could just push 5. That's it. And it opens the menu. This is the first one, which says 1 to 5 buttons in south panel. These. And you can push escape and it goes away. Okay, so 5 options. Game, show win conditions. That's up here. You see this? You click on this and it opens. Okay, so let's do that again. Options, game, conditions. Separate mine food. This is the option that I mentioned earlier. Additional transportation data. Great. Graphics. SVGA mode. Let me show you what this is. And full screen. Now you can do this with either pressing the V to flip between VGA and Super VGA. Mouse wheel does a zoom. Wait, let me show this. You see that? That is awesome. That is awesome. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. And it moves in the correct direction. While in the Ubisoft edition, it's the opposite. Okay, now, let's see. I'm going to push number 2. And the geologist told me few, very much, perfect, perfect. For example, I'm going to push number 3. Look, I'm not moving my mouse. Pushing number 3, and then I'm going to move my mouse, and I'm going to put the map. Oh, Lady Amelie has begun. Okay, fair enough, no problem. Let's see the borders. Great. And let's hit escape. Now let's see the other options. P for pause. Plus and minus, I'm going to show these in game. Adjust game speed. Scrolling, you could scroll with you know, the up, down, left, and right keys. It's not perfect, but it's very good. Now, first of all, let's place our castle. I'm gonna use the special click, but not by holding down the right and then the left. I will use the mouse wheel. When you hit it, when you click on it, it's used as a special click. When you do forward and backwards, it is zoom in, zoom out. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so let us place our castle over here. We do not want to win this mission right away. We can, but we're not going to do that. Space, building help. Now guys, I'm pressing space right now. Does this remind you of something? Yes, it does. For the Settlers fans, this was implemented in Settlers number 2, where you push space and you could see all the possible locations and what types of buildings you could manufacture, you could build. Of course, in Settlers 1, there's only 2 types, the small buildings and the big buildings, which is like for everything. But that's another... But for me, it's easier. Okay, so let us put, for example, let's say we're going to put a... Let's put a sawmill here. And let's put a lumberjack, aka stonecutter, here. Now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to special click on the map to go to the center. I'm going to push V to go to Super VGA mode, and notice the difference. But first of all, I'm going to zoom out. Do the same thing again. Now, this part is going to come and go a little bit down. The graphics will be slightly better because of Super VGA mode. And all of these are going to be smaller. Doing it now. You see that? Of course, you could play like this. I personally prefer with better graphics, and you can also zoom in with this. But I prefer to play like this. Hang on. I prefer to play like this with a little bit more zoom. You can zoom out and see what's going on around you. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. Now, I want these guys to hurry up. But before I do that, I want to set up a quarry here, aka the stonecutter. Never put a quarry southeast of a stone, it never gets mined. Maybe that would be a suggestion for the developer. To fix that. Okay, let me put a flag here. Can I put one there? No. And another. What am I doing? No. And let's see. I would like to put a guard hut here. Garrison, whatever you want to call that. And let's put... Actually, let's wait, because I would like to put a forester, aka ranger, but first of all, I would like to cut some trees. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to place a baker right here. I'm going to put a mill right here. And the Settlers one is much easier. Straightforward. And the wheat farm right over here. This is the correct order. Wheat farm, mill, baker, if you want to make bread. In the Settlers one, it's much easier. You can feed your miners with whatever you want. There's no preferences like as in Settlers 3. Or maybe even... Is that in Settlers 3? Yes, it's in Settlers 3. Okay, let's add one here. Actually, no, scrap that. Special click here with the mouse thingy. With the mouse wheel. Come on. What's going on? That's weird. Maybe some graphic issue. It's not getting removed. Okay, maybe that's a bug. Okay, no problem. No problem. Just leave it there. Maybe I encountered a bug. Okay, fair enough. Now, no, I don't want that there. Something weird is going on and I cannot delete buildings. Maybe this is some kind of bug, but this is the first time that it's happened to me. I mean, hang on. That's strange. Okay. This is weird. Never seen that before. Wow. Okay, I mean, these bugs occur from time to time, but I assure you that this is the first time this has happened. I played this game before, and this hasn't happened before. I'll tell the developer to look into this. Okay, so what do I want to highlight? I want to highlight, let's push F11, full screen, or Alt+Enter. It does the same thing. You can play around with it. You can have access to your windows while you're doing that. Right now, let us just keep it at full screen maximized, which I like. And now, because I want my settlers to finish quickly, I will put turbo. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the bottom right of the screen right here and notice a number that's going to appear. Now, I'm going to push on the numerical pad, I'm going to push plus, the plus sign, which is above the enter. Now it says multiplied by 2, 2 times faster, 4 times faster, 8 times faster, 16, 32, and super turbo. That's nuts. That is nuts. Now you can push 0 and it goes back to normal, instead of going minus, 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 minus. And I guess this is the knight has occupied this new building. I forgot to change the settings. No problemo. Okay, here we go. So, these can remain as they are. I don't want you to build any shovelers. Maybe a couple of these, even though it's the first mission, so these are quite irrelevant. And in the meantime, let me lower the volume because it's still strong. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's better. Sorry about that. And let me put my classic settings for the beginning in order to maximize training. I put minimum, the minimum knights. And strong knights go to battle, minimum defenders in castle, maximum recruit, and training. Okay. Now let's go for, let's say, times 4. Times 4 is okay. That's fast. Okay, so let's see. Oh, by the way, the website also tells you that also your saved games will be recognized. The remake supports the loading of saved games from the original game. For this to work, you have to copy the file for the archive, archive.ds, and the files with the actual saved games, save, etc., etc., to the folder of the remake. So in this case, you are going to, hang on, let me see, I've never done this before. I've done only the part where I make it work. Let's see. Ubisoft Game Launcher, saved games. Okay, so what is he talking about? For this you have to copy the file for the archive, archive.ds. Archive.ds. Now where is that? I haven't saved any games here. Well, right now I'm not gonna waste more time with this. You guys can figure it out probably, and if you can't, maybe I'll make a next video on that, because I mean, I'm sure some of you don't want to replay your old games again. But even if you have to, you have the turbo mode, so basically that will help you a lot. Okay, so S for sound, M for music. Let's try that now. First of all, let's push 5. option, audio. Let's put them at maximum. There, I pushed M and I stopped the music. I pushed M and I stopped the music, and then I pushed S and I stopped the sound effects. Now, for my own pleasure, I'm going to put them back to low setting. And I'm going to keep the music off. And the main one, I'm going to bring it up to like 30, which is okay. And let's build another one here. I've got plenty of resources, so I don't care. Okay, it hasn't been 30 minutes. I mean, this is a turbo, but I'm just saying. Okay, this is weird. I cannot destroy stuff, which... Ah! I know what I did. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, sorry guys. The game, sorry, my bad. That's my mistake. I'm being an idiot. The game is not bugged. There's not a bug. It's perfectly normal. I hadn't clicked this, the special click additional. Okay, here we go again. So now I can come here, space. Let me create a jack here. And if I want to delete him, I'll go this, and then special click. Oh, yeah, it works. Okay. I pushed the mouse wheel. Okay, great. It works perfectly normal. Sorry, guys. My bad. I'm doing this live. Some things I didn't even know what to expect. But one thing I did know was how to start the game, which is good. Okay, great. Sorry, guys. My bad. What a fail. Okay, whatever. So let's expand here too at the same time while we're doing this. It's good that I left that over there. Oh God, I hate it when these roads just do that to me. I just hate it. Okay, here we go. I don't like that road. Nope. Okay, we're good to go. Great. So, let's look at the other options. Okay, so we already spoke about 1 to 5 space, arrows, scrolling, pause, adjust game speed, reset, V, toggle, VGA and SVGA, mouse wheel zoom, and also when you click the mouse wheel, it does the special feature, special click. F11 and Alt+Enter, SM. Okay, now it tells you on the website, because this is version 1.2.0 or 1. What version is this? Hang on. Yes, 1.2.0 as of the 13th of January 2023. It tells you that in the original game, replacing an existing building by a new one, this feature is still missing, but it will be planned for future updates. Now, what do they mean by that? Now, in the original, you could simply do this. You could left-click on a building, left-click again, and normally this will appear, and you could special click on a building, which basically did two things. It destroyed the building that you were currently clicked on, and then it gave the order to build the new building that you wanted. So basically, that's what it does. This is missing from here. Okay? Original game. Timers for menus or buildings. For those who are veteran players, of course, you recognize these over here, these 5 clocks, where you could tell the game, remind me of this location, for example, in, let's say, 5 minutes. However, what's missing from this, and this works, however, what's missing from this version is like, for example, you say here, and you try to do the same, and it tells you, Can you hear that? That's what's missing. While in the original game, you could do that. Now, in the original game, not the original, sorry, just kidding, scrolling while building a path. What is meant by that? Let's say you start a road, and it's very close to at some point you reach the border of the screen, like in this case, here. Here. Now, normally, when I push this, the game is supposed to do a bloop and then move a little bit to the left. But when you click, that doesn't happen. This feature is missing. I'll push escape and it will be gone. Now, what I recommend to the game developer is that not only do you add this feature, but you should also give another option in the menu, in the control menu, which automatically builds the road as in Settlers 2. You should have that option, either manual or automatic. Let me see. Okay, thank you. Speaking of which, let's send some geologists the classic 2. Okay, disable some types of messages. Okay, tooltips. These are planned features. Messages for missing resources for stonecutter and fishermen. If you've played the Settlers 3 and the Settlers 2, at some point, let me see if I could find a lake. At some point, if you have your fishermen and the fish is depleted, or in the case of the stonecutter can't find, the lumberjack, he can't find any more trees. Did I say the stonecutter? Yeah, the stonecutter can't find any more stone, or the lumberjack can't find any more trees, etc., etc. It gave you a message telling you that there's no more stone, no more trees, etc., etc. Now, in Settlers 3, and I recommend this to the developer, when you clicked on the building, on some buildings in the Settlers 3, it gave you an option here on the left with three options. One is to destroy the building. The second, which is in the middle, is a bullseye. This is what I'm talking about. The third, I do not remember. The third is to stop working. Stop working, bullseye, destroy. Stop working simply stops your lumberjack or your stonecutter from working, or your fisherman from fishing. So that would give a chance, for example, for the fish to reproduce. The bullseye, you used to click on it, and then you used to tell, for the veteran players, you know where I'm going with this, you used to tell the your worker where to work, a radius of work, and you should click on the map and everything's okay. You used to resume working. Now, another feature that I would like to see is if we could have a way of telling when there is fish in a pond or sea, whatever you want to call this. That would be great, somehow. Maybe a small glint, maybe fish flying through the air as in Settlers 3 and Settlers 4. I believe it's also in Settlers 4, I do not remember. Settlers 3, for sure. Now, what I find absolutely gorgeous about this version is that, as it says in here, it says, where is it? Representation of different types of food in mines. In order to achieve that, we're going to build a pig farm over, where shall I build it? Shall I build it? I did a little boo-boo. Okay, no problem. Let's build a butcher here, pig farm here, and a second farm, wheat farm, over here, exclusively just for this. Okay, I don't like this, but what can we do? Really? Whatever. Okay, let's speed this up. Yeah, that's times 64. Look at that. Holy moly, that is fast. That's fast. Yippee! That's ridiculous. Okay, now the first food has been delivered. Hopefully, also bread has been delivered. Okay, guys, you see that? Do you see that? Isn't that awesome? You see, bread and meat. If you remember in the original Settlers game, no matter the type of food that was sent to the mines, you always got this. It wasn't different. You send fish and you see a piece of meat. You send bread, piece of meat. I mean, what the hell, dude? Okay, it would also be nice for the developer to add a stop working. And in the case of, let's see, in the case of weaponsmith and toolsmith, it would also be nice, excuse me, toolsmith, not weaponsmith. Weaponsmith is only one option. In the case of the toolsmith, it would be nice if you would add the option to order which types of tools you want, as in the Settlers number 3. That would be awesome. Okay, so I don't need a toolsmith in this mission. No, I'm just having fun because I can win this mission whenever I want. It's mission number 1 anyway. Okay, so I think that's a tower. I think that's a guard hut. I think. What the hell is she doing? Is she dumb? No sawmill? Oh, she's stupid. Ah, Lady Amelie. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, it's mission number 1. Okay, guys, watch this. She has no sawmill. Lumberjack. Forester. You see that? Okay, let's keep it at times 4, so it won't be too fast. Okay, we also found iron, but in a location where we could not build. Now let's carry on with the review. So, additional information about transport in window for castle or stock. Let me demonstrate this. Let's say I'm going to put it to 0, to normal speed. Let's say I build a warehouse somewhere around here. I want all my men to go to this new location. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to special click on the castle and I'm going to click this, and this tells you the outgoing queues, whether it's settlers or whether it's merchandise. This also works, of course, for warehouses and other stuff. Maybe it works also for... No, it doesn't work for this. Well, anyway, you get the idea. And once again, I apologize about that thing, which I thought that was a bug. It turned out it wasn't a bug. It was my own personal failure. Only human. But once I've chosen that, now I cannot special click number 2 below. So basically, that's an option. If you leave it off, you can destroy stuff, and with a much easier way, but it's not so safe. But then again, if you're pushing 2, then you know what you're doing. So it's up to you guys. There are lots of options in this version. I totally love it. One more thing I would like to highlight, which I basically saw a screenshot on the Facebook page. This one, I saw a screenshot. But I would prefer if you would simply implement it in the game without making it into something like a secret. Now let me show you. Here. This one right here. If you remember my videos, I show you guys that at some point you can connect with the enemy. When you find the enemy's road right at the border, you place a flag, you special click on it, and then you click the green thing. You know, the green thing. Like, for example, let me show you right here. This one, where you connect the road. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to mess up my network. I like it this way. Anyway, but since this screenshot is here, it means that this is implemented into the game. However, wouldn't it be better if you just implement it without having people search for hex editors, etc., etc.? See what it says here? Hint 0xd7, etc., etc. I prefer if we simply implement in the game, make it simple. One more suggestion I would like to make to the developer is that it would be a good idea that when there are roamers around because you have conquered a part of the enemy's empire and they have nowhere to go, there's no warehouse, there's no access to the castle, it would be good if you would make them disappear. Because this would make attacking the enemy much easier, because when there are hundreds of roamers in the same position and you're trying to send your soldiers, they are hindering them from moving forward. So I guess, you know, you get the picture. The obvious option, which I totally love, is this one, where you click here and you see the mission goals. In this case, it says score of all players, buildings 50 out of 50. I don't exactly get that, but since it's green, who cares? Superiority, land ownership 61, I have 61 out of 75%, and my military is currently as 86 when I need a 75 minimum to win. So basically, if I gain 14% more land, I will automatically win this scenario. We don't want to do that just yet. I want to think if there are other things which I would like to mention to the developer so that he would implement them in the next version. God willing. Let's see. Space, absolutely fantastic. Get rid of the roamers. Implement the flag. Make it simple without hex editor. Show us a way of knowing when a lake still has fish. Add the option of do not work anymore. What else? Basically, I think that's it. I think so. And, of course, the other things which you've mentioned here. These would be amazing. You know, replacing an existing building, timers for menus, scrolling. Not only scrolling, give the option in the controls, in the game, add an option where you either auto-create a path that creates for you or manual, as in Settlers 2. That would be amazing. The game is brilliant. I just love it. I love it. I mean, this is the best version I have played so far. The only thing that's really, really, really missing, which I would love to see, is the one where you could connect with the enemy. And all the others, they would also be good. But the most vital for me personally is that one. Okay? So, this game is brilliant. It's the original. It's the mother of all real-time strategies. And I strongly recommend that you download it, play it, show the developer some love, go to his Facebook page, which is I will link in the description. This and the Facebook page will be linked in the description. And show your appreciation, like, follow them, and that's it. And thank you for staying. If you've stayed all the way through, thank you for your time and patience. This has been my honest, unbiased review of this amazing game, which I totally love. And don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, especially your Settlers fan friends. Like it, subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow, and let me know in the comments below, because I'm in contact with the developer, if you yourself would like to suggest something for the game. Having said that, I will leave you guys, and I will see you on the next one.